Let's start off with Nvidia, if you don't mind. Your AIS ETF, the AI Supercycle ETF, Nvidia is a holding there. What did you make of what Jensen Huang had to say yesterday? What's your view of Nvidia overall right now?
I think Nvidia is a really strong stock, and it's good value right now, trading at 18 to 20 times forward earnings. But I think Nvidia is a headline, but it's not the story. And so as we look at AI infrastructure across this ETF AIS, what we're trying to do is bring the entire stack of what's in an AI data center to the investor. And it turns out that Nvidia is about 3% of that stack. And there's a ton of other things that goes into an AI data center that it really, we think, is going to continue to build momentum as you're seeing hundreds of billions of dollars being invested in these AI data centers. And so whether it's cooling or racking or networking or storage or even the high voltage electrical equipment that goes into AI data center, there's about 65 public stocks that are involved in that stack. And we've built an ATF really weighting those to the build sheet of an AI data center, not by market cap, but to the build sheet, so that you get an exposure as an investor to every slice of the pie, of which Nvidia is one, but a relatively small one.
All right, so your world's kind of intersecting yesterday. Obviously, again, you're not only the co-founder of Vista Shares, you're on the investment committee for the AIS ETF, but you're also a board member of GM, and yesterday NVIDIA announcing a partnership. Can you talk more to us just about what that partnership means for GM and the future of autonomous vehicles and just the future of the kind of auto models that GM's going to come out with?
Yeah, there's kind of two pieces to this partnership between GM and Nvidia. The first is applying AI into the production and manufacturing business at General Motors. And so they talked about something called a digital twin, where you can basically set up a factory digitally and simulate and optimize that factory, every piece of it, whether it's automation or supply flow, and really optimize factory output and efficiency. And so that was one piece of the announcement. The second piece of the announcement was NVIDIA hardware that is going to be utilized by GM on the cars for advanced driving technology, things like assisted driving technologies, and also in the future autonomous driving technology.
So, John, I would imagine this partnership's been in the works for a while. I do have to ask you, how do tariffs impact the development of autonomous driving for GM and just the business overall?
I think, as everybody's saying, the uncertainty around tariffs is the real challenge, because in a long-term capital business like automotive, where it takes years to build factories and billions of dollars, those kinds of production capacity and challenges don't resolve themselves in weeks and months. They take years, and so the uncertainty here is I think what everybody is hoping will get addressed. And there's been talk of kind of two types of tariff regimes. One is the reciprocal tariff, which makes sense to level the playing field and have fair trade between the U.S. and its trading partners. But there's another school of thought, which is kind of the McKinley approach, which is erecting protectionist tariffs over the long run. And historically, those haven't worked out very well.